What up? This your boy, Louisiana Chris, and today's topic is about me talking about did LeBron James make the right move when he did the decision on national television that he said that he was gonna take his talent to South Beach. And here's my thoughts on that whole about the decision and all that. I remember being like 13. I was like, what, 13 at the time when he did the decision that he made that move. I remember watching that too. I was like in the 8th grade. That was my last year of being in middle school. And when he did that, my reaction was at 13 years old. Now that I'm older, quite to tell you, I love the game of basketball so much. But when he made that move, me watching that as a 13-year-old and hearing people saying that I hope he don't win, like the Cleveland fans and stuff / LeBron James fans when they was in Cleveland and stuff. My thing, and they saying that I hope he never wins a ring. He never wins a ring in Miami. The way I looked at as that's some hating type shit and all that. I was not the type of nigga that said that. And I was living in down south at this time. I was living in Houston at the time. I look at the fans like, bro, they was like straight up haters and shit. I remember defending LeBron James because I felt bad. I felt bad for the brother because he had to take this whole criticism, this whole controversy to the heart from these fans that turning on him because he didn't want to stay in Cleveland and all that. My thing about that whole shit about now looking back on it, I'm like, what do you want LeBron James to do? You want him to stay in Cleveland, not having nobody, not having nobody to get him some pieces for him to win a chip in Cleveland? Like, what more you want to do? Cleveland is not a winning city. It never been a winning city ever since when Jim Brown back in the day when he was playing football with the Cleveland Browns. That's when the last time y'all was a winning city, but that was like football and basketball. When it comes to Cleveland, same way I don't like the New Orleans Pelicans. I know I could acknowledge the fact that my city, the New Orleans Pelicans, is not a winning city. It's never gonna be a winning city. They might make the playoffs, but they not gonna go farther like the way they is and stuff. But the New Orleans Pelicans, the same way the Cleveland Cavaliers is not, I feel that they not a winning city. I feel the same way for New Orleans Pelicans. They are never, and why should I be a fan of the New Orleans Pelicans anyway? Why should I support that shit just because I'm from there? Why should I support the New Orleans? Sorry that I'm like slurring my words and all that, but why should I support the New Orleans Pelicans when I know that they're not winning city and New Orleans is not really a basketball city like that, and the most popular team in the world is the New Orleans Saints. People don't buy their tickets to watch the New Orleans Pelicans. People buy their tickets to mainly watch the New Orleans Saints. That's all that is, and that's all that's ever gonna be. Pretty soon, the New Orleans Pelicans, we not gonna have a basketball team. Pretty soon that team is gonna go away. And to a point where we're not gonna have a team no more. I could see in the next 10 or 20 years that the New Orleans Pelicans is not gonna be in New Orleans. I could really see New Orleans not having a basketball city like that. But back to the whole decision thing. LeBron James made the right move to go pair up with Dwayne Wade. Chris Bosh wasn't at the time. He was at the time. I think he either joined already or he joined later on. But it just unfortunately that I know it was heartbroken for LeBron James to make that decision. But as a grown man, at the time that he was as a young adult, in his early mid-20s, he got to do what's right for him and all that. He knew that nobody was, you know what, LeBron James would have never left Cleveland for that first time back in 2010 if they would have gave him some help. Dan Gilbert, the racist owner that he is for the Cleveland Cavaliers, didn't want him to get no help from the Cleveland Cavaliers. And y'all bash him, burning his jerseys, call him a quitter, a victim, and all this, that, and the third. When that man did so much for that Cleveland Cavaliers, even though I'm not no longer a fan of LeBron James, I'm always gonna defend him on his like win. I'm always gonna defend the brother every time when people be bash him for leaving Cleveland for Miami. Because that was my favorite LeBron James moment, was his days in Miami. I'ma stand on that, but I'm always defend that. But him going to Miami did not ruin guys like Iman Shumpert and all these niggas and shit. They don't know a thing. They don't know what they talking about. Iman Shumpert said some shit that about LeBron James going to Miami is what ruined the league, when that is not true, which is not damn near true, and it's inaccurate as fuck. Because if you're gonna say LeBron James ruined the league, keep that same energy with KD joining the Golden State Warriors. That's all I'm gonna say. But Kevin Durant did worse than LeBron James. Y'all making it seem like when the Boston Celtics, when that big three, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and them boys beat LeBron James in the Cleveland, and he wind up y'all making it seem like LeBron James joined a team that beat him, and he went to that's like I could see that he went to Boston Celtics. He said, "Fuck the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to take my talent to Boston because I can't beat them. You know what? If I can't beat Boston, I'm gonna join them." Then I'm gonna have a problem with that. I'm gonna have a problem with LeBron James losing to the Boston Celtics. Then that same year in the summer, that's following summer, he joins the Boston Celtics. But people gonna like not agree with me, or it's agreed to disagree. So it is what it is. So LeBron James made the right decision by going to the Miami Heat and forming a big three. That's all I'm gonna say. You know. But however, with KD, bruh, he did it worse. You up 3-1, and you lose to the Golden State Warriors, and you join them that same following summer year in 2016. You join the team that beat you. Tell me that's not running the league. So if LeBron James would have got some help in Cleveland, he would have never left. But you know, as racist Dan Gilbert is, like I said, how he didn't want LeBron to succeed. He didn't want LeBron to get some help. That's what caused him to leave Cleveland and go to Miami. So, and the rest is history. He proved the doubt was wrong and all that. That 2011 NBA Finals, which I'm going to separate the video. I'm going to separate that video. I'm going to talk a little bit about the 2011 NBA Finals. That's another video that I want to discuss on about was it LeBron James' fault was it his fault that they lost the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks in 2011? But me as a 13-year-old watching the decision, I didn't really care much about him going to Miami. I just love basketball and shit, and I just want the nigga to succeed in life and all this. Every time when I go to school, I always for my homeboys, RIP to them and shit. They always bash me once I got my LeBron James #6 Miami Heat shit with the Dwayne Wade 2010 black Jordan, because he was signed to Jordan, the blacks, Jordans, Dwayne Wade's, I'm all black and stuff. They was straight, I could tell they was straight hating on me and all that. But it was still all love at the end of the day with my homeboys and shit. But I always defend LeBron James once he went to Miami. And that's never gonna change. And it was a blessing as a teenager. Like I said in my previous video, no homo, that it was so a blessing and special to witness that prime LeBron James in his days in Miami. But sadly, we won't never ever get to see that in Miami no more. But I'm still pissed that he left Miami. They could have won at least 1 or 2 more rings by my nigga, but they could have went like another back-to-back. But it is what it is. You heard me? One. This your boy Louisiana Chris, and I'm out here. You heard me? Peace. But yeah, LeBron's decision to Miami was the greatest good decision that he ever made in his entire career. He made the right choice by going to Miami. Peace.